Just when you thought it was safe to buy a new instrument, Whiplash comes out in cinemas and dashes all your hopes and dreams. Sorry, kids. I'm Tom Dehan, and sat across from me is...
Paul Bailey.
Paul, why have I brought you here today?
I don't know. Talk about films, I guess.
No, I've lured you here with secret intentions.
What?
Yeah, how's that alcohol working out for you?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I spiked your Robinson's
I wonder why
punch.
the room is spinning.
Oh no, that's just that vibration effect we have up in here. Yeah, so, Paul, me and you saw Whiplash last week.
We did.
We loved it. I think we can agree on that much at least.
Yeah, it was alright.
I'm going to kill
enjoyable.
you. Okay, Paul, I'm going to kill you. For anyone that hasn't seen Whiplash yet, it is one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I reckon...
Wow.
It's
high praise.
Oh, definitely. What, you disagree?
No. It's a good film. Maybe not the best of all time.
Oh, no. One of the best.
Yeah.
Wait, did I say the best?
No, you said one of the best.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, don't come out there. I was like, shit, no, I take that back. So, yeah, we saw the film last week, and I think we were just so struck by it that we wanted to do a bit of a discussion.
Yes.
Now, usually, whenever we see a film, we'll briefly discuss it, afterwards.
Yeah.
And then we'll won't be taking it seriously, it's supposed to be a piss take. And then you'll go off, play Shovel Knight, and I'll write a review.
Yeah.
And there's never really much of an interaction or a discussion there, and I thought this would be a good point to change that.
Yeah.
To me, this is a film that really warrants discussion, mostly because of the main theme that's brought across of whether or not the actions of Terence Fletcher is, or whether or not he's in the right with his actions.
Yeah, no, I agree, because the whole aim of Terence Fletcher, the character, is to create good music, and he doesn't care how he does that. Like, he doesn't care about the moral ambiguities of it. He's just up for making good music.
Yeah, I mean, what's brought up a lot of times throughout the film, and it's funny, I did a bit of research on it afterwards, and apparently there's a bit of backlash on this, because supposedly
Really?
It's not even true. The story that guy threw the symbol at the man's head who would grow to be bird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just...
Stay on target.
I know, I swear. But, regardless of whether or not...
Well, that wasn't true.
Well, apparently he threw the symbol at his feet, not at his head.
Oh, okay.
But regardless of whether
better.
or not it's true, it's one of the focal pieces of the story.
Yeah.
At least for Terence Fletcher to get his point across. Because the whole film, he's trying to mold Andrew Neiman to be one of the greats.
Yeah.
And he's just... I think everyone... I mean, I imagine everyone at some point or another has come across an authority figure that is just out to kill you. Or at least destroy you.
A teacher or...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, without name dropping, we've had our fair share of teachers.
Yes.
Yeah, and... I mean, we discussed this afterwards, and I think there was a bit of a debate there as to whether or not Fletcher is an antagonist.
Yeah. And I disagreed with you.
Yes.
You thought he was.
Yeah, no, I was very adamant. I was like, damn, that guy is Hades returned.
Yeah. And while I get your point, I kind of think that in a film with only really two main characters, you can't really have a protagonist and an antagonist.
See, I would compromise with you to the extent that they're both morally grey characters.
Yeah. None of them are good people.
Yes, yeah. But I would definitely say if there was an evil award that Fletcher would take the cake.
It's just that he's more obvious with his bad intentions than Miles Teller is. Whatever his character was called.
Yes, Andrew Neiman.
Neiman, yes.
Yes. No, sorry, we had a bit of trouble trying to figure this out just before we started. There was we can all remember Terence Fletcher's name, but
yeah,
I
forever ingrained.
Yes. I mean, God, this guy's presence on screen. I mean, props to J.K. Simmons for having like it's strange because a lot of people don't really know him as an actor unless I say, "Oh, do you remember Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson?" They're like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. Oh, he's in this."
Well, he was in Juno as well. He was like a completely different
well,
character.
I didn't see Juno.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's a really nice guy in that.
Shit, I gotta watch Juno after this. Really? Was he a good guy in this?
Yeah, he's like Ellen Page's dad.
Oh, okay.
He's incredibly supportive.
Really?
Unlike in this.
Oh, spoilers. Oh yeah, damn it, we didn't really do a spoiler alert for this, but yeah, we're going to discuss spoilers somewhat.
Yes.
But yeah, there's your very delayed warning, but
I don't think it would ruin the experience.
No, if you want to bitch and moan, there's the comment section. Yeah, I'm sure you're already writing that we suck, the audio's too high or too low, and there's a buzzing noise in the background.
Oh, we don't care.
Yeah, what are we, professionals?
No.
So, sorry, we were getting off track there. I think we were, discussing whether or not Fletcher was right.
Yeah. Well, he certainly believes he's right.
Yes. And there's a fantastic... I think a lot of people might think that this is the best scene in the film. For me, it's not, but it's definitely up there. When Andrew and Fletcher having a conversation in, like, a jazz bar.
Yeah.
And it's after Fletcher's been... I suppose, let go from the music school that he teaches at.
And Andrew has been expelled.
Yes. Oh, with good bloody reason. I mean, yeah. I guess he wrecked that rental car. I mean, part of me wanted to see the bloopers. Just like if there was an extra scene in there where he has to call up the rental car company. Yeah. Like, I trashed that car I rented like half an hour ago.
Can't have just left it there and then just...
Yeah.
Things happened.
Oh, no. But yeah, so in that scene in the jazz bar, Fletcher says to Andrew, he says I think the line goes, the two most harmful words in the English language are good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably misquoting that, and again,
no, I think
the comments.
Yeah, it's either good job or great job.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely good job.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember I researched that much. I did do some research before this.
Yeah, he doesn't like giving encouragement to people who've only done a half-assed job, really, does he? Yeah.
And if that was it, I think I would be on his side.
Yeah.
But of course he ups the ante there, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's kind of weird. This is a performance you kind of expect to see in an army film, like Full Metal Jacket. If you've ever seen that.
We had a brief delay there. Someone called, and now we've lost our space. But we're just gonna we're gonna jump straight into
such professionals.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Hey, if someone calls me, I have to have the decency to answer. I mean, I swear for the last 5 times people have called. 100 more like it's sales calls, but still.
Yeah.
Sales people have hearts too.
Do they?
Well, not if you've seen Glengarry Glen Ross, but still, that's a fantastic film. But yeah, so at the heart of this film is whether or not Fletcher's right, and yeah, if it were just don't give people the good job shtick if they've done an average job, then fair enough.
Yeah.
But he takes it above and beyond because, I mean, you can kind of go into it now.
What, spoilers?
Yeah, just spoil the whole damn film.
Yeah, like, I think when he first goes into Fletcher's, his band class, call it a class or a band?
Yeah, you just say session.
Yeah,
session.
it's like he's really looking forward to it, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Fletcher kind of takes him aside and says, "Oh, don't worry, it's all going to be all right."
Yeah, see, that scene was really interesting. Yeah, because of course he was sourcing information. At that time.
Yeah,
yeah, because he asks if there's any he asks Andrew if there's any musicians in the family. But for Andrew, in Andrew's case, there aren't any. But he mentions that his mum left his dad.
Something Fletcher brings back quite a lot.
Oh yeah, like
just at the right moment.
Yeah,
to hit him hard.
Yeah, it's so painful to watch, but it's just fascinating.
Yeah,
and yeah, there's and that's not the only thing. Like there's multiple times in the film when Fletcher just loses it completely. I mean, one of the standout scenes is when he's trying to get the core drummer and I suppose the substitutes to, well, any of them.
Yeah, the two substitutes.
To perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, and therefore what? 2 hours?
Yes.
3 hours?
Yeah, it's to perfect something or other. It was something on the ride cymbal. It was like a double time jazz thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional drummer. But yeah, it goes on for hours and hours and hours, and by the end of that scene, you can see I honestly believe that those people were there for that amount of time.
Yeah, they were actually doing it.
You could see it on their face.
Yeah.
And then, especially that bit at the end of that scene where Andrew really gives it his all.
Yeah. He's trying
Fletcher's
so hard until his palms are physically bleeding.
Yeah, and Fletcher he picks up half the kit and throws it across the room. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, collateral damage is not an issue in this film. But yeah, so I wanted to put in my 2 cents and say that I think Fletcher's style of teaching is wrong. I think
Really?
Yes. I think that it causes more damage than is worth it. Or than it is worth.
Well, yeah. And we see that, don't we? When he comes into the room one time and he's upset. He's visibly upset because one of his students has passed away.
Ah, yes.
A student he claims he saw lots of potential in and helped. But we don't really know what really happened with that student, do we? Until later on in the film.
Yeah, see, this is where it gets interesting because at the time, Fletcher does mention to the rest of the band that he had this student he saw a lot of potential in, but unfortunately that he says that the student died in a car crash.
Yes.
But fast forward, however long into the film, and you find out that student committed suicide as a result of anxiety that he claims Fletcher brought upon him and just kind of haunted him for the rest of his life, which does put Fletcher, it's hard to not then see him as an antagonist.
Yeah.
Because he lied about what actually happened to that student, I think, just to kind of cover up the possibility that he might have been wrong.
Yeah. But I think it also shows that Andrew Neiman isn't a good character either, because he knows that Fletcher's done this, and the only reason why he he goes on record to say that Fletcher is a bad teacher, doesn't he? That he's abusive and he causes emotional stress.
And that's what leads Fletcher to being kicked out of school.
And I think the only reason why he kind of testifies this is because he has no chance of coming back into the band because he's been expelled. He can't be in that successful jazz band anymore. His chance is over. But when he meets Fletcher again later, and Fletcher gives him the chance to be in this big concert in front of thousands of people, he jumps at the chance. He doesn't care about the guy who committed suicide. He only cares about himself and his opportunity.
Well, I think there's a certain amount to be said that when Neiman leaves the school, and presumably is living on his own and now in full-time work, after all the mishaps of Fletcher's class, his life sucks. It's a
well, he looks kind of happy.
Yeah,
I think in all those scenes,
I think you're forgetting
that
he
never looks miserable.
He calls up that girl who.
Yeah, that's when he finds out that he's going to be in the jazz band again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that after or before?
It's after.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough. Then my point is invalid.
Because he invites her to the show.
Yes, you're right.
So she can see.
Yeah. Oh no, you're absolutely So you've got a fair point.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit, you have bested me.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's it. I call it quits.
Yeah. In that time in between, he seems kind of happy, content. But then Fletcher comes back and it all comes rushing back.
Yeah, I think because his life was so. There's still a lot to be said that even if he was happy, his life was dull.
Yeah.
In comparison.
Yes.
And those scenes where you see him working as a barista, and just kind of I think he was a barista.
Yeah.
I swear he gave someone a cookie.
Coffee. It was an ice cream shop.
Oh, was it? Oh man, can we get some ice cream after this?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, yeah, I think I got some ice cream Mars in the fridge. Let's do it.
Oh wow, I haven't had those for years.
Oh, no, they're the best. Anywho, yeah, his life it's definitely portrayed as very dull. Everything's grey in those scenes. So it's
his drums are in the cupboard.
Yes.
That picture of his idol. I can't remember what his name.
Oh god.
Thingy.
Buddy Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's put that away.
If I hadn't said Buddy Rich there, I could have just gone, oh, yeah, God.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Hey, that's a picture of him on the wall.
No, he puts that picture away. That's kind of his inspiration throughout most of the film, that picture of Buddy Rich.
Yeah.
Who's his idol.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I think with regards to Fletcher as a villain, is probably... See, I think there are two scenes that really show him up, aside from the, later finding out that the student committed suicide.
Yeah.
Is that when Neiman encounters the car crash, I suppose it is encounter the best...
Partakes in the car crash.
When he actively pursues this crash, and then he runs for his absolute life to get to this recital.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, then he's lost his chair.
He's screwed. Yeah, he's off. And but he's clearly been in an accident, and he's covered in blood, and no one, specifically Fletcher, does not really
stop.
he does not stop and says, "Are you okay? You clearly need medical help." He only cares about getting the performance done and doing it as best he can, which is why he lays into him when, of course, if you try playing anything, doing anything after a car crash, I imagine you're not going to do a good job. No. And so, of course, Neiman just kind of falls apart and
tackles Fletcher to the ground.
Oh, I love that bit.
And then that's kind of it for him, or it seems.
Yes. Now, because this is I suppose more of a character analysis, but we are delving into the plot.
Yeah.
Because it can't be helped.
Yeah, the plot is the characters.
Yes. And the characters is the plot. Abraham Lincoln, 2010. The final scene. I think we can probably cap it here, but I think there's a lot to say about that final scene.
Yeah.
Of which you can expand.
What is the final scene? It's when in the music hall, isn't it?
Yes.
When he's playing. When they don't give him the sheet music.
Yes, because this is what I'm a little... That whole scene is very ambiguous. To me, I see it as Fletcher was trying to get one last shot back at Neiman for getting him kicked out.
Yeah.
And so it was to completely ruin his reputation in front of all these professionals of the music industry.
Yeah. By
not providing Neiman with the sheet music.
Yeah, so he can't play the song. And then he leaves in disgrace.
Yeah.
But then sort of comes back a couple of seconds later and just sort of runs the show.
Yes.
Just go, I'll cue you in, showing that he has professional chops.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from Neiman's perspective, I absolutely loved that scene. Like, it was so great to see him. I think I've never seen such emotion in a performance.
It was a very long scene, wasn't it? But I didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome.
No.
Even though it was just one guy drumming for probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Hey, people have watched Cats on drums. For roughly, I imagine, the same time on YouTube.
And Miles Teller puts in a great performance. I don't know if he played drums before, or if
no, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I understand if he had to learn it for this film.
No, he grew up playing drums, supposedly, because I watched him on... he was on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's hit the big time now. Oh, cue the women. Yeah, and so it's just... I think everything about that scene, at least from Neiman's perspective, the shots of the kit combined with just the energy on his face alone.
Oh yeah,
sell it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just fantastic. But the point I'm trying to make is, do you think Fletcher planned that?
That's an interesting point. What do you think? He set the whole thing up so he would come back.
Yes.
I don't think so. I think he looked very surprised when Andrew Neiman started playing properly and started running the show. He looked very surprised, but then he did get into it, didn't he?
Yes.
He looked pleased after he was visibly angry.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And again that does call into question whether or not, how much of an antagonist Fletcher is, because right at the end he's enthralled by it all.
Yeah.
But the look on his face, he's like, damn, this is better than Night at the Apollo.
Yeah.
So you don't think that was staged by him?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's just my opinion, really.
That's like your opinion, man.
I don't know. What do you think happened after that scene?
Yeah,
the film just ends there.
Yeah, the film just ends. I would like to think that Neiman gets picked up by one of the scouters at the event.
Yeah. Do you think he deserves that, though?
Yes, I'd say so. Why would you say he doesn't?
I don't know. I guess he deserves it as a musician. Doesn't deserve it as a person. I don't think.
But see, now delve into this a bit more, because you think he's far worse of a person than I think that he is.
Yeah. Because there's the other guy as well who was in his first class.
Oh yes. The core drummer in the...
No, the one before that. Like in his first class before he gets picked up by Fletcher, there's another drummer.
Oh yeah, he's still the core, isn't he?
Yeah, but then like they bring him onto Fletcher's band.
Yeah.
And like he's really against him having any part in this band. Like he wants him gone. He doesn't want any more competition.
Yeah. Yes.
And this guy, the other guy, is really nice. Like, oh man, don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you. But Neiman's just like, oh man, why are you giving him a chance? What about me? He only cares about himself.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said though for the fact that when you're in that kind of environment, you can be, it's expected of you to be selfish.
I suppose.
I mean, come on, you're all. There's so many people out there after the same thing.
Yeah, well, I guess that kind of, it's a reflection on our world as it is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
How we all really want something.
Yeah, I really want an ice cream sandwich, but I don't think I could drum hard enough to warrant it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, let us know what you think. I mean, I don't think that. I almost said Miles Teller, but that's the actor. Yeah, I'm sure he's a wonderful man in person. No, I don't think that Neiman is necessarily a bad character, but a product of his environment, whereas Fletcher is just mostly pure evil.
Yeah. And
yeah, any final words?
No.
Oh, would you expand on that, sir?
No. It's a very good film. We should see it again, definitely.
Yeah, I want to see it again
10 more times.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see it again.
I think there's more stuff we can get from this film.
Oh,
definitely.
definitely.
We've only scratched the surface here.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we're just doing a brief character analysis.
Yeah.
Please, because we would love to continue this discussion. Comment, say something, anything. Yes, please, we're begging here. No, let us know what you think. If you've seen the film, just let us know what you thought about it. If you haven't, please go see the film and then come back here, because we'd love to hear what you have to say. Yes. Paul, thank you so much, sir, for spending your time here.
I haven't got anything better to do.
Oh, I feel like I should have paid you now. Oh, shit.
Yes, please. Ice cream, please.
Yeah, ice cream I can give you. Everyone, thank you very much for listening. See you in the next one.
Goodbye.